105 for one now, Australia. Gilchrist gone for 57, and drinks it is here at the Wanderers in the big final. Skipper to go to the crease, averaging basically 41 in one-day internationals. And he's 168th one-day international. The strike rate also very, very healthy. And Ricky Ponting had a long chat with Matthew Hayden during that drinks interval. Ponting off the mark. Tucked away. Big chase on. Are we going to come back for two? Well, they come back for third. Matthew Hayden is very quick. He thought about it, and at the last minute decided against. Yuvraj Singh was the man that tidied up. Just a single again. Oh no, there's not. They're going to pick up another one. So that's a little bit sloppy from Yuvraj Singh, who's normally very good in the field. Two leg buys, the call in the end from Steve Buckner.
Just trying to see if we could find an excuse for him there. Did he catch his spikes in the damp turf? There have been heavy storms here overnight. Nope. I think he just overran it.
India certainly haven't taken advantage of this situation with the pitch. We have seen so much movement off the seam. We have seen the ball turn. All they had to do was get the ball in the right area and let the pitch do the rest. I think Saurav Ganguly saw earlier on that there was just enough moisture there for the ball to grip. We have seen that ball gripping. But I'm sorry, the seamers apart from Ashish Nehra haven't bowled well at all.
The sort of start Australia have had now gives Ponting and Hayden and the rest of the batsmen the opportunity just to pick up the singles. Obviously they'll be looking for the occasional boundary from the bad ball, but they just look to score probably between 4 and 6 runs per over from here on in. If they can do that, they'll make 300 plus. Oh, there's a big shout. Yes, he's got him. And that's just what Australia didn't need. And India needed it badly. And Harbhajan Singh has delivered for the Indians.
More turn again. So much assistance out there for the bowlers, whether you're bowling fast or slow. There's turn there for Harbhajan Singh, and you can see the ball gripping and turning right across the body there of Matt Hayden. Thin outside edge. Rahul Dravid has done well. Steve Buckner saw that edge. 2 wickets for Harbhajan Singh. Australia 125 for 2.
Damien Martin is the new man for Australia, replacing Matthew Hayden. Missed the semi-final with a finger problem, a broken finger. Back in the side, and that I think would be a leg bye. Steve Buckner just signaling a leg bye, and that's a good over for India. Harbhajan Singh is the man who's produced the delivery. Matthew Hayden will probably kick himself. It was a good ball, no doubt about that. He was drawn to the shot, but Hayden just followed it. Certainly spun. Hayden just followed it there. Good catch from Rahul Dravid, who's not a specialist keeper, but has done a wonderful job for India during this World Cup.
That was a mistake that Matt Hayden made. You can just see the bat just going towards the ball.
That's a very cheeky single. Beautifully run by Ricky Ponting. He realised straight away that Damien Martin played that down the offside without any pace on the ball at all. Forced the fieldsman to be on the back foot. Ricky Ponting was away immediately. I think if that ball had hit the stumps, Ricky Ponting was well past the stumps. Good running. Oh, it's a great shot. Damien Martin, there's that little bit of width that he loves. Hits it in the air, deliberately in the air. Hits it with a lot of power. 132 for 2. That's well done. Brilliantly done.
Very good fielder. Normally, Yuvraj Singh saw him fumble one earlier on, give away a run. But he certainly has saved more than one run here. I don't think third man would have had a chance of getting across to that.
That's nicely timed from Ponting. That's a superb stroke. That wasn't that short. Ponting has just used the pace on the ball and put it between the two men at fine leg and deep backward square.
Perhaps it didn't bounce as high as he thought it would have. You can see him there starting at first to play the shot as if it would have bounced a bit higher. But he kept his eyes on the ball, which was very good.
Straight away, Martin this time has got him away. It may have been an underside edge, or almost the toe of the bat. But the 150 is up for Australia in the 25th over.
150 in very quick time. Due mainly to the start that Matthew Hayden and Adam Gilchrist gave them. Not perfectly controlled, but got it fine enough.
Got the loose one. Damien Martin put it away. Good batting. Well, we mentioned that Sachin Tendulkar hasn't got great control of his leg spinners. Martin and Ponting are picking up the singles at will. They're just waiting for loose one. And that's what Martin got here.
Not the first full toss that he has bowled either, but this time it was a lot higher than previous ones, so a lot easier to put away.
She moves on to 49 with that single. The other problem they've got as well, Sanjay, they'll be keeping an eye on the board, is the over rate. With all the extras they had to bowl, extra wides, no balls. Rate of just on 13 overs an hour, which is probably not quick enough. 50 partnership then, and just 51 balls.
Well, as the innings progresses for India, the run rate, or rather the over rate, is going to get slow. The seamers will come back into play, and there will be some hitting in the last 15 overs. Srinath, every time the ball's gone to him, the Australians have run the extra run.
178 for 2 then, Australia. 29 overs gone. Just chopped away, and that's going to go for 4. Australia just cruising.
Well, Yuvraj Singh is the man at point. Dinesh Monge is aggrieved that that fielder was coming in far too much. It's a square cut, and Yuvraj Singh was out there to save the single. And of course placed in the gap also by Damien Martin, so I think you're being a bit harsh to the fielder as well, but
that's going to be 4 more. That brings the 200 up. Well, 2 sides of the wicket, wides, follies, and more runs for Australia.
well, he's searching for a wicket, Zair Khan, but the line has let him down. And had this not been connected, would have been another wide, the 3rd wide in the over. Ricky Ponting, or rather Damien Martin there, no problems tackling with this one.
The other thing that happens here with this kind of scoring and run rate is that man there in your picture, Sachin Tendulkar. Pressure builds on him. India, he will know that if India are going to have any kind of chance of chasing this total, he'll feel, and India will feel, that he's got to score a big century.
That was, I think, one of the major downsides of choosing to field first, is the pressure that you put on some natural stroke players on the side. That's 4 and brings up a 50, and how easily done it was. Damien Martin making a comeback to the Australian team after an injury has played extremely well, and in the Australian flags that are seeing more prominently here at the Wanderers than the Indian. Well done.
Close. Quicker ball. Defeated. Ponting with the speed of it. Probably left arm round the wicket, missing leg.
Struck in line and struck on the back leg. That's a good shout. A very good shout.
I'd suggest only a fine edge could have saved him there.
It might just have been. Some bat on that. But again, very good running. They're doing it easily. This is a very good partnership. 100 runs of just 106 balls. So that's a great scoring rate being maintained.
And 50 for Ricky Ponting. He started in, for him, slightly scratchy fashion and gradually gathered it together. Martin has been very good for him. Martin has come in and taken a lot of weight off Ponting's shoulders. Asking rate between now and the finish of the innings, 8 and over, which will be a bit much, so perhaps we're looking at a bit less than 320, which is gettable on this ground. I think that's one for the crowd. The guy in the gold shirt was favourite to catch it, and in the end I think just pulled back.
Well, this is a decisive hit. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's picked the off spinner, good footwork, and hitting in the direction of the turn. So no messing around there. Watch the man in the crowd. There he goes again. The result the same. This is even bigger. It's out of here, this one. Consecutive sixes for the Australian captain.
Good footwork. And he didn't actually try to hit it too hard. It went a long, long way. Placement is the thing if you're going to go over the infield in the cover and extra cover region. Mongia, the fielder, way out on the boundary. The one thing the two batsmen need to be careful about is they don't start trying to hit the ball too hard. They've been timing it beautifully. Now suddenly if they start flinging the bat at it, their timing's going to go.
Well, he's been pleasing to watch, Damien Martin. The 250 comes up for Australia. Over 100 runs scored in boundaries now. And that's the score after 40 overs. I think his aim now is to just shut India out of the game. Try and get that bigger score.
The change of pace again, just a little one-hand dab, and it's sailed away to the front of the scoreboard out there.
And into a good position as well. It's flooded with Australians in that region, Australian supporters. And even though one hand comes off, it's a meaty blow. Plenty of yellow shirts there. This one just not coming out right. It's not an easy way to bowl that slower delivery. Demands a lot of practice.
Now, umpire Buckner isn't going to call for it. I think Ponting was moving quickly enough, but just for one moment I wondered if he'd slid his bat.
Yes, and he was taking the arm of Tendulkar on. He's quick, he's done well. But he won't be required if such shots are played. That is a biggie. And the Australian captain is dealing in sixes at the moment.
This is a massive hit. Ooh, and it has gone a long way. Ravi, do you think we were using the same bats when we played?
Certainly not, a lot heavier, that's for sure. There's no doubt about it, and plenty more wood in the centre.
And this is the biggest ever partnership in a World Cup match. Brilliant performance. It was 149. That was Rowan Canoy and Clive Lloyd way back in the first World Cup in 1975. Now Ponting 84 and Martin 68. They've gone ahead of that. I tell you, that went at about, just about Steve Buckner's hat height as it blasted past him.
He smashed this. This has gone flat and hard. And he's picked the spot too, always looking to hit straight.
That is a wonderful stroke. Of all the great shots that have been played today, I'll put that right up at the top. It was a low full toss, which is about the hardest thing in the world to get away. He set it for 6.
This is a great shot, and you just got to watch the backlift on that shot. Not much of a backlift. Work with the bottom hand. It's just a punch, and he's got it away. He's raced away to 95.
To extra cover and safely home. Hasn't been a terrific day for Zahir Khan. Could have had a shy at the stumps, but he gathered the ball properly and had the confidence, of course, also to have a go.
99 for Ricky Ponting, but you can be sure he won't be looking for just a single. If nothing else comes, he'll take that.
Slow ball worked away. There it is. There's the 100 for Ricky Ponting. What a wonderful performance from him. He is absolutely elated, as you can imagine. The skipper getting a century in a World Cup final. His teammates are on their feet. They're delighted as well. That's his 13th one-day international 100 for Australia. His 5th as captain and his 2nd in this World Cup.
Well, lots of support here for Australia. Former Test cricketers here. Lots of them have brought tours over, and they'll be quite happy with this performance from Ricky Ponting. Just 29 balls for the second 50 in that century.
Solid shot on drive, looking for 2 this time. At the last minute decide against. And it brings up the 300 as well. What a remarkable performance this is from Australia. 300 for 2 they are. And there's still some overs to go. 4 overs and 2 balls. Run rate at over 6.5. Slow ball, gave himself a little bit of area to back away and hit it in the air and on the bounce. Picked up 1 as Martin.
I've seen a lot of that. Lots of balls falling into empty spaces. It's a big ground, so you will find that happening. Always pretty difficult to defend on big grounds. Just too much space out there.
Gee, he was ready to launch at that one, Damien Martin, expecting normal speed. I think he was going to go straight back over the bowler's head, but had to change. Full toss, and he's hit that very well again. And that's gone for another 6. That is number 6 for Ricky Ponting.
It's not often that you see a batsman hitting more 6s than 4s in an innings. And that was powerfully hit. That wasn't as low as you'd have liked, Jabagal Srinath. Fine if you're going to be bowling low full tosses down by the ankles, but that was a bit too high.
Partnership 198. Full toss again. He's got under it a bit. It's in the air for some distance. I think it's going to be safe. It is safe, and they come back for 2. So that brings up that 200 partnership between Ricky Ponting and Damien Martin. A little bit of good fortune there, but 200 stand now. Zahir Khan. It's running away towards the boundary. You'll have to wait for confirmation from David Shepherd. It is going to go to the rope, and I think it's going to be leg byes. Yes, it is.
And Ricky Ponting knew that is the direction in which he was going to be trying to go anyway. Fine leg is up. moved a long way across his stumps. Look how far outside off stump he is.
Once again, fine leg is inside the circle. And he's hit that, Miles. That is another terrific hit from Ricky Ponting. That is his 7th 6. This is amazing stuff.
The 49th over of the innings. You'd have thought that by now Zahir Khan would have learnt that that's not the length. What a delivery. He's been seeing it so well, been batting so long. Even in his first over, Ricky Ponting likes to pull and usually gets them in the middle of the bat.
Ricky Ponting's now made that list of the highest scores in this World Cup. Craig Wishart at the top, Ricky Ponting at number 8, 125 not out. It's gone leg side, just a half a stop from Rahul Dravid. That won't help that sore finger of his. It's running away for 2 byes, but that finger will be nice and sore now. Rahul Dravid damaged it in the semi-final. Let's see if it does affect his batting, because he's going to be needed today.
Leg stump again, or outside leg stump as a matter of fact, from Javagal Srinath, and the fine leg is up.
Another full toss. He's got some bat on it. He's got enough bat on it to take it for 4. Goodness me, that was well improvised at the end.
What did I tell you about that bat? Doesn't have to have 2 hands on it to hit them to the boundary. Once he gets the bat on the ball, it goes.
And quite remarkably, Mikey, that's only his 3rd 4. 7 6 and 3 4s now for Ponting. Nice and flat, down to long off. Just the single, bring Martin on strike, who is running out of balls now. 3 balls only left in this innings. Damian Martin on 87. He's on strike. What do you reckon, Mikey? Can he do it?
Well, the way things have been going for Australia, who would doubt it? All it takes is 2 4s and a 6.
Slow ball again. Just the single. No, Ricky Ponting must come back. No, he doesn't. He sends Damien back at the last minute. So just the single to Martin. That's done his dash, I think.
349. That's their highest ever score in a one-day international, Australia. Tied with what they did against New Zealand. No doubt they'll go past that. And of course, when they do, that will mean an innings scoring rate of over 7 runs per over.
Wow, that is a huge hit. That is absolutely enormous. That has gone in the first tier. My goodness. What a blow.
Well, records keep on tumbling. There goes the record against New Zealand as the highest score made by an Australian team.
Just over the top of Vashishneer, and that's running away for a boundary to finish proceedings. What a superb performance from Australia. Reminder, of course, that India won the toss and asked them to bat 50 overs. They've got 359 for 2 in the World Cup final. Ricky Ponting, absolutely outstanding. 140 not out of 121 balls. And good support also from Damian Martin, 88 in the partnership, 234. But brilliant stuff from Ricky Ponting.
Well, as I said, the records just keep on tumbling. 8 6s in the innings for Ricky Ponting, the highest ever in an innings by an Australian, far outnumbering the 4s that he hit. But why hit 4s if you can clear the boundary as easily as he has? A dejected walk off the field by the Indians. It's not over until it's over, but just the body language that you're seeing from the Indians there, you get the impression that they don't think they have got a chance. So Australia have 1 point going there. One psychological advantage already.
Yes, it has been a bit of a nightmare so far for India, but of course they've got a couple of fine players in form. There's a look at the Australian batting lineup today and what they did. It was carnage at one stage. Gilchrist and Hayden played superbly at the start. Gilchrist 57 off 48 balls. Matty Hayden a little bit more subdued, 37 off 54. And Ricky Ponting not out 140 off 121 deliveries, 8 sixes and 4 fours, and Damien Martin not out 88 off 84 and 7 fours and 1 6 for him. But that partnership of 234 got them to 359 for 2.
And you can imagine the bowlers must have suffered. 3, 6, 8 of them. Well. None of them able to go for less than 5 runs and over, apart from Virender Sehwag, who just had 3 overs. Ashish Nehra, though, has to be said to be the pick of the seamers. 57 runs came off his 10 overs. And look on the maidens. Well, they're all duck eggs. Not one maiden in the innings.
That is India's target. Conditions here at the Wanderers are great. They need to get 360 runs. They've got 50 overs available. And that run rate is high. They've got to go at 7.2 runs to the over.